in a similar situation would have acted similarly. If we had all been there, would we have behaved any differently? I don't think so. We would have all risen to the occasion. But it was the good fortune, and in a sense I used the wrong word, but it was the good fortune in the misfortune of the Taj that they happened to be the center of the event. And for us to learn from it that they generated free and quick goodwill that years of PR and advertising would not have happened. It was free and it was quick, and it was because of a humane response and not a moneyed response, but the impact on brand Taj. And you look at all the likability scores and respect scores, they have just simply shot up with one act. Now, what's the point that I'm getting at? There are actually two, and the first is, as I keep saying, you don't need money, which is anyway in short supply, to communicate that you are good and that you can do good. But the other point I want to make is really a little deeper, and that is to corporates all over the world. But I suspect that Rob has tried to explain it in some of his examples. It is about selflessness. Humane capitalism is ultimately, in the real sense, about the company's selflessness in doing something. Real humane capitalism is selfless and sincere. It is not wired. It is not wired by the need to sell more goods and services. At least it cannot be in our country. Wired by the need to sell more goods and services, by appealing to the good side of customers and all that, the way most cause marketing initiatives around the world are structured. In our country, there has to be a genuineness in uplifting the 80% of our people who need to be uplifted. 1 rupee of every packet sold goes to XYZ NGO. That's not what we need. It doesn't measure, real human capitalism doesn't measure what you get back by way of sales. It should not be connected to a business objective. It should be about what the company wants to give back to society and not what it wants to get back by doing a good favor. And that's the difference that India needs to show, and that Indian companies need to show to American and multinational companies, that we care because we care for our people. Whether they can buy our products and services tomorrow or not, no. But like the way Anuji said, we care for our society. Between 2008 and 2006 and 2008, the last 2 years, there was an 80% increase in the amount of television time given to social advertising. The television channels gave this pro bono, that was 1.2 million seconds, and many NGOs made use of that, but that was just awareness creation. All these were for NGOs and government agencies. Now look at the comparative growth figure for print. It was 253% of free space given to social advertising, led predominantly by 2 campaigns that all of you would be familiar with, Lead India and Teach India of the Times of India, both universally acclaimed and awarded. They were sales generation and fundraising for anyone were not the primary objectives of these campaigns. The Times Group wanted to give back to society. They could use the power and the reach and the influence of their media to do something good and to create a movement. I would not like to share with you if the examples work, and if they don't, then I'll tell you about them. Some of the work that we've done to reflect this very thought. You will not see any overt association to any specific cause or NGO in any of these commercials. No budget has been laid aside by the company for CSR related to this. No tax-deductible checks have been written. But real social change has been sought to be achieved by the very nature of the communication itself. All of these commercials that I will show you have used the power of the advertiser's entire spend in the way that the ads are made. His entire budget has been used to create social change. And these are therefore examples of work conceived and driven by people in companies, in these client organizations, who know that they have the strongest power in their hands, the power to ideate and the power to communicate. Not money, but feeling and mind power. And they're willing to use these for the overall betterment of society as much as for the betterment of their brand. And now, inshallah, this the ads will play. If they don't, then I think you know which ones I'm talking about. You want to take a guess? Tata Tea. Media money behind them, so you should be aware of them. The first is the Jagore campaign for Tata Tea. I guess all of you have seen that, where the intention is just to get the people all over the world, all over India, to question our politicians and say that, you know, this is a job, this is not just anything. And wake up India. It doesn't sell more tea, but it certainly does get people to think and wake up, and there's been such a response to it that we've had to go into a website and get people to log in and, you know, talk about how they'll vote and whether they'll vote and so on. That was for Tata Tea. The other, I think, and sincerely more work that we do is for Brand Idea. The concept of idea is that an idea can change your life. It uses, of course, communication, because you can communicate with somebody in a different space and that changes your life. But the platform we chose was, again, always something to do with social change. So we broke with the first Abhishek campaign, where he uses as a sarpanch, if you recall, the number instead of a name to remove the feeling of caste in our country. And you know, people are not referred to each other by their caste, but by just a number. It's as radical as that. It is just an expression of how you can change. And then later on we went into the Education for All campaign, where with the use of the mobile phone, there was a school teacher, was able to teach children in villages just with the mobile phone in front of the class teacher. And it was just an idea, but again, about educating people through a new way. And right now, again, it's the politician campaign for people to send in their views on and opinions on issues to an MP directly, and then she becomes the Prime Minister because she listens to the masses. She just doesn't do what she wants. I don't know if you recall a commercial that we did for Surf Excel 2 years ago, when there was a water situation in our country. And we used the 2 buckets in Shabana Azmi, and you had people who were going and taking buckets of water and emptying it into a pond. And it said that, look, if you use this product, you need to consume less water, and they could actually save that water